Honestly, passive businesses are a lie. Sort of. What all successful people do is put systems in place that run themselves. Now, this used to be by hiring more people and having a team in place. But now with all these AI tools, it can do all the heavy lifting for you. Here's the thing. You don't need to be a tech genius. You don't need coding skills. You just need to find one simple problem that can be solved with AI and then copy and paste that for each new business. I'm going to show you how we find these businesses and bring in over $21,000 a month. Plus, I'll even show you how we set up all of these AI systems in 10 minutes for each new client, while they continue paying us to keep using this AI, which brings us semi-passive income. So let me show you my favorite method of finding businesses that need AI automation. First thing you want to do is just open up Google Maps, and you're going to search something like emergency plumbers in Dallas, or type in something like HVAC repair near me. Now you're going to scroll down to where it shows the map listing right here. You can hit more businesses, and as you see, the guys at the top, they literally have over 1,000 freaking reviews. Some of these other ones have 800, 300, 1,500, 23,000 reviews. That's absolutely insane. So let's scroll down and let's go to the further pages. Now you'll notice ones that have 50 reviews, 11 reviews, right? We're looking at 22 reviews, 60 reviews, 9 reviews. And overall, these businesses are just going to be much worse when it comes to their online presence. And really, if I wanted to take this one step further, I would take a look at their photos and I would see if they're using stock images for their pictures on Google. I take a look at their website and see if their website looks completely outdated. Like this guy doesn't even have any photos. It's just a photo of his building. So these businesses, even though maybe they've been in business for 20 plus years, as you can see right here, are just on the 5th page of Google. They are so far down, no one's going to look for them. Now you have others in here that have been in business for less years. I'm talking 7 years right here. Or others that might say only a couple years in business or 5 years in business. And here's what you can say to these clients. You can reach out to them and say, hey, I built you an AI employee that can book you 4 to 5 new appointments in the next few days. Is that something you would even want to try? And I know you're thinking, oh, well, how am I going to deliver that? Hold on one second, because I'm going to show you how to deliver that service. All we need is for them to respond and just say yes to this simple offer. It's funny, I remember we actually signed up one client for my agency. His name was Gio, and he had maybe 6 or 7 reviews before we got started. He was doing some work and he was getting referrals. And then after we got started and we ran some of the campaigns, I'm going to show you, this is what he said.
I don't know exactly how long we've been working together. It's been like 4 months perhaps?
Yeah, 4 months.
So in 4 months, roughly around $500,000.
Yeah, I may be wrong. It could be a little slightly more, but I know for sure we're at $500,000 on just Facebook.
Okay.
Just what's coming in from your side. I want to build this side up 10 times more.
Boom. So as you can see, this stuff works. Now, the second strategy that you can use to get clients is something like Facebook groups. And this is commonly overlooked. So this is an example of a message that I pasted into a group. Hey, I just built a software that sends personalized texts and emails on autopilot to prospects. Get more business without spending money on advertising. Great for local biz, looking for people to try it for free and give honest feedback. And as you can see, we got 90 freaking comments. And I even included that in some of my screenshots. As you can see, there I am responding. PM stands for private message. Sent, interested, why not? Interested, right? Interested. PM sent. And I was able to book a bunch of Zoom meetings off of this with people that needed and wanted my services. Now, look, obviously don't copy and paste my message word for word, but use something similar to this. And you can join local contractor Facebook groups. So if I'm working with plumbers, I would go to Facebook and just join plumbing contractor groups, plumber CEO groups. Or if you're working with landscapers or massage therapists, there are tons of groups, both on Facebook and on LinkedIn, that you can join and start making posts like this. Now, before you post this though, what you're not seeing is I posted a bunch of value in this group, meaning I would just post memes in these contractor groups. And they found it funny. And so I kind of built a little bit of reputation, and I got people seeing my name a few times. And I did that for about maybe a week. So I would post every day for a week, just build these memes, and then I dropped this message. The most important thing here is anyone that responds to you, you want to get them on Zoom. So what you want to do is, yes, message them a little bit back and forth, but don't give them a price. Don't tell them exactly what you offer. Get them on a freaking Zoom call. Now, once you're on Zoom, this is going to be the key on how you deliver this service. You will ask them, do you have an existing database of old clients that you haven't reached out to? So for example, imagine you got a massage one time. You are a customer of that business. Now, you can always get another massage, a second one, a third one, a fifth one, a 10th one. However, most of these businesses will never reach out to their old customers to try to get more appointments. They just say, okay, cool, it's done, waiting for the next customer. But if they gave you a list of all their customers, which all of them are very open to doing, and then you texted all of them and said, hey, John, hey, Susie, and again, I'm gonna show you how to automate this. It's been a while since we last saw each other. Hope everything is going amazing. Look, for existing customers, we wanna give you 10% off if you come back to our studio. How does that sound? And this is an amazing strategy, even if you're a complete beginner, because you will now start getting them conversations. You will get them booked appointments without really having to do anything. And this is perfect for a free trial. That's exactly what I was talking about in my message right here. I ran a free trial for 7 days, literally just ran this campaign. And this campaign is super easy to run. I'll show you which software we use. You hit import, you put that CSV in there, and then you hit add to workflow, add to campaign, and it just texts and emails everyone. And even as you're presenting this, you'll find that a lot of these businesses never call or email anyone. So let me actually show you how you can get this set up. The first thing we want to do is go over to gofreetrial.com, and this will give you a free 30-day trial to Go High Level. So you can offer this to clients and even get your first paying client before you ever pay for this software. And this is really like an all-in-one software. And honestly, it's the cheapest one I found. Before I was using High Level, I used a bunch of different softwares with emails and SMS and all that, and it was just a giant mess. So what you want to do is head over to where it says Launchpad, link up their Google profile, link up their Facebook right here. And then if you're outside the US, you can also integrate WhatsApp. We don't really do that since most of our clients are inside the US. Next, what you want to do is head over to where it says contacts right here, and you can click import contacts. Now they're going to give you that CSV, and you just put it right here, and you just hit next. And then you just upload it, drag and drop it right here. Most of the contacts are going to have their name, their phone number, and the email. That's really all that we need. If they have more details, great. We don't actually import that. So now what that's going to look like is like this. You're going to select all of them, select all the records that they gave you. Typically, you want at least 50, and most businesses have way more than 50. They might have 200, 500, sometimes they even have a couple thousand. Because if they've been in business for 10 years and they've never run this before, they're gonna have endless contacts for you to reach out to. Then you're gonna head over to where it says add to automation right here. Now it's going to show that you have all the contacts selected. You're going to keep this on workflow, and then for the workflow, you're going to select DR activation workflow. And then after that's done, you're going to hit add to automation. And now it's going to take everyone and run it through this workflow. And this is what the workflow looks like. As you can see, DR activation workflow.
If you want everything imported into your account and just copy and paste everything that we've built with a click, you can now do that. It's working like crazy, not just for me, but we've proven that this works for people with all kinds of experience levels and backgrounds. In fact, Go High Level themselves rated us the #1 course because of the results that we get for people and the support that we give. I'm gonna show you A to Z how to get clients, deliver results, grow your business, and then even hire employees to run it all for you. I'll even talk to you on Zoom and answer questions to make sure that you succeed. If you want all this for free, go to laptopceo.com or check the link in the description.
And anyone that signs up to Go High Level with that link I sent you on screen, you'll already have this inside your account. So you don't need to build any of this stuff. But basically, here's how it works. Everyone that you add to this workflow will get an email. They'll also get an SMS message. Then this system will wait 24 hours and see if they respond yes or no. And based on if they respond or not, we are going to do different things. And you can make this as custom as you'd like. We have some database reactivation workflows that we filter positive responses and negative responses. So if someone says positive, we can also link an AI chatbot to then go in, and the AI automatically books that appointment for that client. You don't have to be that fancy. But here's a sample message of something that you can actually say to these people. Hey, contact first name, wanted to reach out because my team and I are doing a ad relevant special. So what I like to do here is just make it relevant. Don't just say, hey, we're giving you a discount. Hey, we're giving all existing members a discount. Or hey, we're doing a 4th of July special, a Christmas special, a Black Friday special. It could be any month, honestly. Even if it's a random month, just call it, hey, we're doing a June special, and just insert the month this week. And I'm giving $1,000 off remodeling coupon since we have extra supplies. Again, we're giving them a reason since we have extra supplies. Only catch is we can only bring on 3 clients while the supplies last. Thought you might be interested. Let me know. No worries either way. Think about how powerful this is. So my niche is I work with remodeling companies, right? So like home services, people that do construction, and this works extremely well. Whether they have limited supplies or not, doesn't matter. This is what we say. And most of the time they respond to that first SMS. However, if they don't, we also send them a second SMS. So once they respond, we also have an internal notification where we notify the client, hey, this person, Susie, said, yes, I'm definitely interested. Call them as soon as possible. Now, let me show you how to set up the AI chatbot if this is something that you want to automatically do for the client. So imagine, client signs up, they just send you a list, and all of a sudden they have calendars on their appointment. This is exactly what we do and what we set up. Actually, the first time that I ran this, it was for a roofer. And I thought, dude, for roofing companies, this stuff won't even work. But we imported their list of past customers, ran this exact campaign that I'm showing you, and in their first week after signing up, they made over $10,000, which is one sale for a roofing company. So conversion AI. You're going to hit create your first conversion AI agent right here. And then you're going to select appointment booking on this screen. And I'll show you how to get this set up in 3 clicks, as you can see. We have the bot settings, bot training, and then bot goals. Name your employee, anything you want. Under these settings, we typically don't do social media or WhatsApp. So we just leave these 3. Then we have business names. So let's say their name is ABC Roofing. Just like that. Now we hit save. So now that first bot is created. Next, you're going to make sure that the autopilot is selected there. So bot replies automatically based on the trained data. So where is the trained data? That's going to be inside of here. Under bot training, all you're going to do is hit create new right here and name this after the client. So what I did here is I named it ABC Roofing as an example, and then you're going to hit add source. Next, you're going to select web crawler right here. And all you're going to do is paste in that client's website inside this box. And now what the AI will do is it will read their homepage, their about page, all their service pages, their contact page. It will know their hours. It will know everything about them that you need to know. And if they don't have a website, which most people do, you can also go to ChatGPT and ask it to give you a list of 10 frequently asked questions. You're going to take that list, send it to the client, and just say, hey, Mr. Business Owner, fill out these frequently asked questions, and then import that URL into here. You're going to take the Google document URL, hit extract data. Now, once that's done, you can select that from there. It says no knowledge sources added. However, once you do have it in there, then you'll be good to go. Then you're going to select that client from this list right here, and it will show you all the pages that it scraped. Again, we don't have it in here, but it will show up in here. And now what you can do is even test it with the client. Something we like to do is fill this out for a generic industry. So let's say it's roofing. We will fill this out and I will go through this on a sales call on Zoom with a client before they ever pay me anything. And I'll say, hey, let's just test one of our bots. I don't tell them, hey, I built this for you, but this is a generic roofing bot. And now the client live on Zoom can start playing around with this. Hey, tell me about your services. Hey, tell me about what you can actually do. Hey, I'm free tomorrow at 2 p.m. Can you book an appointment? And so forth. So we use this as a selling mechanism, the same way that when you go to a car dealership, the guy asks you to test drive the car before actually asking for the payment. So once you have that in there, you just hit save at the bottom right. Then you go over to bot goals. Under bot goals, this is going to be crucial because you want to check off appointment booking. So as you do that, you want to select the calendar. Remember how in the beginning we linked up their Google page? Well, when we did that, it also linked up their Google Calendar. And what that does is it now syncs with their calendar. So if the client is busy at 2 p.m. tomorrow, it's not going to book them an appointment. But if they're free at 4 p.m., it will book them an appointment on the 4 p.m. slot. And you can also give it certain time ranges that you want to accept appointments, or your clients want to accept the appointments. Also, what we do is pause the responses after booking, because sometimes people ask questions about like, hey, how far away are you from my house and so forth. And so the AI can't really respond to that. And now the whole thing is done. Now, when you head over to dashboard, this will show you how many total appointments were booked using this specific bot. So now you can go to a client and import something and just magically generate them appointments on their calendar. Of course, you have to approve that coupon first, but all clients are okay with this. Find a number, whether it's 5% off, 10% off, whatever offer they want to give, share that with them. And now all of a sudden, they have appointments out of thin air. And as you see, it only took a couple clicks to set up this whole thing. So if you are offering this for free, what I recommend you do is just do this for 7 days, in the first 7 days or in the first 14 days, and then you automatically bill them. If you're going to do anything with AI, charge them $500 a month. Look, here's a big problem that these businesses face. If someone fills out a contact form on their website and it's a Saturday at 7 p.m. or even 2 p.m. and they're just not working, they have to wait till Monday to get an appointment. That person probably called someone else already, right? If your roof is leaking, if you are looking for a plumber because your pipes are broken, you can't wait 2 days. Your whole house will be freaking flooded. So now what could happen is this AI will automatically respond to them, and it will let the person know if they offer emergency services, hey, call this separate number. Or if they don't, it will book them an appointment for Monday or Tuesday. So now when the business owner gets into work on Monday, they already have that appointment done. They don't have to rely on staff. And the best part is the AI never takes time off, doesn't ask for vacation days. It is an employee that works freaking 24/7. And the best part is all the leads show up right here under the conversations tab. And as you can see, we have some appointments that are booked right here. And as we scroll through, there's a ton of freaking conversations that are all inside this dashboard. And even if the client doesn't want to use this on their computer, they can still use this on their phone. And if you're thinking, great, but why would a client keep paying every single month to keep using this service if you're just doing the reactivation one time? Well, because you can also add this AI chatbot to their website. So some people will call a business from their website, right? Some people fill out the contact form and they wait for someone to respond. But you can add what's called a chat widget right here. And the way it looks is like this in the bottom right-hand corner. Hey there, have a question, text us here. You put that on their website, very, very easy to do. And now everyone that lands on that site can have a conversation with that chatbot and just automatically book an appointment. Sometimes you'd be shocked. People fill out contact forms because they're at work, they're busy, they can't do a freaking phone call. So they would much rather go through a chatbot and just book in there. And now they're in the client's calendar for a real tangible appointment. So it saves the client time on all these freaking phone calls, unnecessary back and forth. They're playing phone tag. They're responding to emails, getting emails, trying to figure out what time works. This bypasses all of that, and your clients at the end of the day just get more appointments. Another thing I love doing to lock in clients to paying me every single month is you go under QR codes, you hit create QR code, and you can select something like website and send it to a funnel, or you can do review page. And now what you do is you can select Google, and here you want to put in the real Google address so it redirects to the right page. And then you have a built out QR code. So what you do is you give this to your clients and you tell your clients to print this out and put it everywhere, right? Put it on the front desk of their office. Download this image and use it on your phone and give it to their sales reps or give it to their workers. So as soon as they're done with a project, they now can show this to the customers. So they're going to get way more reviews, right? If a plumber's seeing 4 or 5 customers a day, dude, they should be getting freaking 5 reviews a day, but they just forget to ask. In fact, when I get services to my house, whether it's plumbers or contractors, they never ask for a review. So this is a good system that your clients can use to genuinely help their business. But now you generated this QR code. You are in charge of this QR code. They will keep paying you $300 a month to continue having access to this code, to the live chat, to the automated responses, to everything. And the best part is all of this stuff you set up one time. So you're probably wondering what niches, what industries can I actually go after? Here's a few that I really like: tree removal services, fence installation, landscaping, plumbing, and roofing. Overall, I like working in the home services space because the truth is, these are older guys and they're not tech savvy. So by you doing this, they still have all these needs, but they're not going to go out here and learn this stuff themselves. Is it easy to generate a QR code? Yes, but they just never had the idea. Most businesses don't have QR codes. The only people I've really seen use QR codes is dentists when you go into a dental office. Not only that, all of these industries provide high ticket services. If you get them one tree removal client, that's thousands of dollars in their pocket. If you get them a fence installation client, that's thousands of dollars, right? Landscaping, this can range. Some could be cheaper, some could be more expensive, but all of these clients charge a lot of money for their services. So if you can save them 1, 2, 3 potential clients every weekend, or even outside of work hours because they leave at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., now no one answers the phone, they will be ecstatic. They'll be happy to keep working you and paying you every single month. So now comes the fun part. How do we actually implement all of this? So step 1, get your free trial. Some people actually get clients during that free trial of Go High Level. You can check that out at gofreetrial.com. Step 2 would be pick one niche, one industry. I recommend you just steal one of the 5 that I gave you. Don't overthink it. Just pick the one that freaking excites you the most, or one that you have the most experience in. Now, look, full disclaimer, if your dad's a business owner and he's a dentist or he's a chiropractor, maybe you should work with that field because you probably know more about it than most people. That's a competitive advantage. And you can set this up for him so you can have your first client, your first case study. Step 3, find 5 businesses using the Google Maps method I showed you and actually reach out to them. Next, step 4, write your Facebook post and post it in 3 groups in your chosen niche target. Also, you can do this on LinkedIn. And then step 5, build their demo in 15 minutes using my templates. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show them what is actually possible. Say the things that I have said to you on this call. They will be happy to give it a try for free if you're doing that free trial. 7 days or 14 days I have found to work the best. And step 6, show them the results and close for monthly recurring income. Here's the thing. First, yes, reach out to 5 clients, but overall, you want to get to reaching out to 100 clients every single day. Because even if 1% of those clients actually move forward with you, that's 1 client a day. That means every single day you're adding $300 per month to your recurring income. So look, if you wanted to get to 6 figures per year, which is about $8,300 per month, you only need 28 clients. Let's round up here, paying you $300 per month. Now look, even if you don't get a client a day, don't get discouraged. Let's say it takes you 6 months. Let's say it takes you 8 months. Would that be worth it for you to get that amount of clients that pay you on a monthly recurring basis so you can make an income to be in the top freaking 10% of the US, probably top 1% of the world, and travel anywhere you want? I think you know the answer. So if you want to watch me get clients live, you can check out this video next.